Sunday. Hope all has been well on your side on the Sunday. Happy Sunday to all of you. Let me take this opportunity actually to welcome all of you to today's live stream. We are actually going to have very, very interesting discussion, and it's a blessing to have you today in this live stream today. Very, very wonderful to see you today in this live stream. And thank you so much for trusting in this platform and also ensuring that things are moving so well in this platform. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. And thank you. And thank you so much. Thanks a million times. In today's live stream, as you have already seen the title, we are going to have that discussion and also more of the other interesting discussion that we're going to have in today's live stream. It's really going to be one of those unique live stream in today's discussion. And also let me take this opportunity to welcome all of you. Let me take this opportunity to welcome all of you. And thank you so much, Otheno Official, for actually joining this live stream. And thank you so much. I'd also want to take this opportunity to welcome Skelly Smith, for joining this live stream today. Big up to you also, Sheila Oshaka, for joining. Thank you so much, my good moderator, Cherry Baya. I don't know whether I've mentioned the name well. Greetings to you, and thank you so much for joining. Monica O, thank you a million times. Thank you so much for being here, and I really, really do appreciate. Maureen Chindele, Othoni, Anthony Mulama, big up, everybody's Baraza. Greetings to you, and thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Thank you so much. Thank you a million times for really for being here. I really do appreciate. Anthony Mulama, big up and much respect to you. Sheila, thank you so much. Thank you a million times. And thank you so much. Amiri, thank you so much. Monica O, big up, much respect to you. Let me check other, yes, Andelina, thank you so much. Greetings to you and thank you so much. Sana Murama, greetings and thank you so much for joining. Much respect to you. Yes, Jacqueline, big up to you and thank you so much for joining actually. Thank you a million times. Jumbo Mark, big up to you and thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you, Jumbo Mark. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for seeing you today in today's live stream. And happy Sunday to all of you. Happy Sunday. And I hope all is actually moving on well. Thank you so much, my good people. I really do appreciate you. Big up to you. And let me first check other people whom probably have not yet sent very special greetings to you. Maureen Chindele, big up to you and thank you so much, for being here. I really do appreciate, yes, thank you so much, Skelly Smith, big up to you and much respect to you. Thank you a million times and I really do appreciate. Thank you so much. Yes, as I've already said that in our discussion today, we are going to have very, very interesting discussion, as you have already seen from the title. And also, as you have already seen from the thumbnail, a lot is actually happening, as we're trying to change the life of other people. Others are not actually minding what is actually happening. And thank you so much. Eva Gates, hello, greetings to you, and thank you so much. Thank you a million times, for being here. And I really, really do appreciate. Thank you, and thank you a million times. Yes. Now, from our discussion today, we are going to have a discussion. Hey, Joan, greetings to you and thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I really do appreciate. From our discussion today, we are going to have Moses Joseph. In our discussion today, we are going to have a lot. We are going to have actually a lot in our discussion today. We are also going to have a little bit of the fisherman discussion today. Yes, Leros, greetings to you and thank you so much for being here. And thank you thank you a million times. I really do appreciate. Thank you so much. Now, let's just start this video very, very strongly. Let's start this video. Our first video of today, our first video today, we were discussing about Moses Joseph. We were discussing about Moses Joseph, and we are actually talking about how his life has not been moving very well. Now, a lot of things are actually happening about Moses Joseph. First of all, Moses Joseph, at that age of his, is actually a very, very serious drunkard. A very, very serious drunkard. And you can imagine, at that age of Moses Joseph, he is drinking and to reach a level whereby he does not mind about himself. Panthy Hooper, greetings to you and thank you so much. Of course, people will be saying Moses Joseph, maybe because of the frustration is what is making him to drink. But I'm a little bit not concurring with that, because yesterday, the mwango was able to give Moses Joseph some few things. One, Moses Joseph was given some money to help himself. Secondly, was given some foodstuffs. So Moses Joseph, there is a way he's starting to do things that me also personally I don't understand. But before we go to that details, there is something not right happening. There is something not right happening. It has actually come to my attention that Kintu, yes, an angel greetings to you. Kintu have now realized that we have been positioned to expose what he has been in position to do to Moses Joseph. For example, the issue of the renting for Moses Joseph a house for 2 years. He has realized that we have actually exposed him, and things are becoming very, very clear to the people outside there. Devoni Waka, greetings and thank you so much. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to everybody. So he has got to realize that what he has been trying to hide is now being exposed outside to people to actually see what he has been in position to do, for quite a long period of time, like 2 years, almost coming to 2 years, when he's just enjoying the money for this old man. He has now come out to try to clear the air that the money for food he was able to pay for Moses Joseph to actually eat from the hotel, for some good months. He was not specific how many months did he pay for this old man to be eating from the hotel. But the truth of the matter is, this issue has squeezed him at the corner, and now we are now noticing that the sister to the fisherman is talking very, very badly. Very, very badly. Because actually, they are realizing that where they've been eating from is going to be cut off. These people has been enjoying money for this old man, money that is being sent for this old man to help himself. Very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. So, this old man, the mwango was able to buy for him a lot of things, including ugali. Joel, greetings to you. Marion Thompson, greetings and big up to you, and happy Sunday to everybody. Thank you so much. One board, or is it one board? Thank you so much. So, the ugali that was bought for him yesterday, I was not able to notice it in the house of this old man called Joseph. You see, when you are being helped, you need also to behave yourself. You need to behave yourself. But the way I'm looking at this old man, it is really going to be very, very challenging. At his age, he's drinking, he's sleeping on the road, and it's just alarming. It is actually very, very much alarming. It is very tricky. It's really going to be a very, very tricky thing. You know, if it was a person who could actually possibly stop drinking, you know, if he would stop drinking, it would really help a lot. But this is a man who is drinking himself out. You know, is reaching a point, it's actually alarming. You know, it's alarming. And it pains my heart actually to see this old man in his condition. You know? Yes, let me read. Key to play is a reverse psychology thinking. People cannot understand what this intention are. Exactly. So, Misuse Joseph is actually, I really don't know how best people are going to help him. But also, Misuse Joseph today was with Kintu. And Kintu was coming out that he wants to try to clear his name. How would any same man misuse the elderly for their own benefit? Senior citizen must be respected. All people home is the answer to Misuse Joseph. Exactly. So, today, Misuse Joseph was actually very, very drunk. You know? Very, very drunk. And he was just falling like, you know, it's alarming. You know? Leroy, yes, big up to you. Big up, you know, much respect. So, I want to play a some smaller clip here so that we actually understand what is happening. You know? And whether this old man will actually change. You know?
About,
let's watch this clip. Watch this clip a bit. What is happening to Misuse Joseph?
A good jacket that I ever bought.
Let me just put it widely.
And you fall down.
It's alarming.
Oh, you fall down with a motorbike.
This is Misuse Joseph. You know? That is Misuse Joseph.
Around the police station.
He's actually very drunk. You know?
So in
you know, he's taking Kintu where it was rented for him. You know?
He has been given here a room. And I talk about where he has been given a room. It's already
you see?
Talk about our family again, because it's this kind of the home. And this is where I can talk about my auntie is coming from. And if it's just at this kind of the position again, he is still at our home here to make sure that everything is coming out more fantastic. And we're gonna be solving.
See that old man?
Talk about ooh, don't fall
you see?
Wow.
You see the old man?
That you have a problem here.
You see what's happening to the old man? Are you see? So that is Misuse Joseph. That is Misuse Joseph. He was actually very drunk. And the fisherman, after realizing that he has been exposed, you know, he has been exposed, is now pretending to actually help this old man. You know? He's not pretending to help this old man. What a foolish old man, taking that idiot Gintu to his new house, and yet that fool did not help in the first place. Exactly. You know? What is wrong with Gintu? Cannot he find anything better to do? You know? So, what the fisherman is actually doing is coming out now to cause the commotion, so that Congress dad and the family stop helping this old man. Because this is where Kintu has been eating with. You know, the sister to Kintu, the fisherman, came out and she was talking very, very badly. Very, very badly. You know? You know? She was talking very, very badly that the family of Misondari want to use this old man to make money. You know? That to make money. She spoke a lot of things about the family of Misondari, and yet that come out in good faith to help that old man. Where this old man is actually now staying, it is a two-bedroom house. A two-bedroom house where this old man is actually staying as we speak. Far much better than where the old man was staying. You know? Far much better. And he's going to his plan is actually to disorganize the good intention Misondari was having for this old man, Mr. Joseph. But now, the problem is that this old man does not actually understand what is happening. He does not understand. You know? Because Kintu want to continuously use this old man as a way of him continuously making money with him. Because I understand the person that who came out to help this old man actually said this old man he was supposed to be paid in the hotel. You know, here these smaller hotel places, we always call them hotel. Whether it is a manyatta or what, we call it a hotel. However small it is not in the USA where you see very big hotels and the rest. Here everything we call a hotel. Whether it is a hotel with one chair, we call it a hotel. So Kintu was given some good amount of money to pay for this old man 1 full year. 1 full year for this old man to be eating in the hotel. You know? 1 full year. According to the information that we have been in position to get. 1 full year for this old man to be eating in the hotel. You know? He was supposed to eat lunch and supper in the hotel. But right now, this old man goes and eat only once in that hotel. But he was supposed to eat twice in the hotel, and also he was supposed to take breakfast in that hotel. What Kintu did, Kintu came out and advised this old man that you be coming to our home, to those of Kintu's home, to go and take breakfast at Kintu's place, not in the hotel. Very, very tricky situation. Very, very tricky. So Kintu want to look for all ways that he can actually benefit from this old man at all cost. At all costs. And whether they want to take this old man where, Kintu is going to follow, because he does not want to let it go. You know? He does not. Me helping would not be bad. But how are you helping? You know? Greeting Babara World. Greeting Sin. Thank you so much for joining. Me, I'm not against helping. But how are you helping? Are you just helping because of your own benefit? You know? You can imagine this old man to walk all that distance up to Kintu's home to go just to take breakfast. Does it really make sense? Or is it a way of really him exercising himself? Let me tell you, this is a person who is just after scamming the money for this old man. Because the question is, the money that was given to him for 1 full year, what has he used that money for? You know, what has he used that money for? That one, first of all, is not clear. Then another question is, he was given the money to pay for this old man for a full year, you know, and he decided to pay for a meal, only one meal. This old man goes to eat for only one meal. Yet he was supposed to have breakfast, lunch, and supper, you know. But now this old man is only eating once a day. Once a day. Is Kintu or the fisherman actually doing the right thing? You know? So after him noticing that things have actually been exposed outside there for people to actually see, he rushed so quickly to look for this old man so that he can do something. You know? So this old man took him up to his home. And you see, he has made this old man to believe that he's actually doing something to support him. So when he asked this old man, he asked the old man, you know, Mr. Joseph, am I helping you or I'm not helping you? You know? Mr. Joseph felt like, you know, because he told Mr. Joseph that even the jacket you are putting on, am I not the one who bought for you? The question is, money was given to Kintu to go and do for this old man shopping, but according to him right now, he's making it like he's the one he pulled his own money to help this old man, which is actually not true. You know? Yes, greeting Doreen Small, big up to you and thank you so much for joining. So it is actually a way of manipulation. Kintu is actually manipulating this old man in a very, very weird way. You know? Very, very weird way. And if this was not exposed out, this kind of issues were going to be continuing. It is actually very, very much alarming that Kintu is taking the situation of this old man for his own personal benefit, which is actually not good at all. Not good at all. You know? It's not good. Let me read a comment here. David, Kintu failed to take care of his pregnant wife, and how can he help that old man? You know? How can he help that old man? You can imagine. His own wife he has failed to help completely. You know? So he is just only after manipulating this old man for his own personal gain, which me as an individual, I really don't concur with that. You know? Helping is good, but how are you helping? You know? This old man has been positioned to stay in a very, very dirty home, a very, very dirty place for like almost a whole year. You know? Almost a whole year. Not even a whole, like 2 years. That old man has been staying in that place where the mwango and the brother and the father was able to uplift this old man from that, you know, dilapidated place, and they have been positioned to take him to a good place. You know? And Kintu was saying that everywhere where this old man goes, he gets rejected. This is unbelievable, and this is not right. You know, it is not actually good to, you know, manipulate our old people, and, you know, it's not right, not right. You know, Kintu is a thief, exactly. He is. He is. Such behavior should not be tolerated. You know? You know? He's just after looking for ways of benefiting himself, and this has now been, you know, discovered, and we have been pushed to expose this out. Let me read a message from Jumbo Mark David. I said before, be aware of those glue fingers of Kintu. You know, exactly. Greetings, Hosaru Grace. Thank you so much for joining. It is unbelievable. What Kintu is doing to this old man is using this old man in a very, very awkward way. You know? But if this is a guy who could not even, you know, take care of his own father, you think he can be in position to take care of this old man? You know? It is not really right. It is unbelievable. What Kintu is doing, you know, to this old man is only after using him, and thereafter he will dump him like never before. It is really not right, you know, it is actually not right. What Kintu is doing, and his sister is actually in support of what his brother is doing. That Kintu is doing a very, very good thing in scamming this old man. Money for a full year. Money for a full year disappeared and nobody is seeing. You know? Shalive and travel greetings and thank you so much for being here. You know? So money for a full year disappeared. You know, for 2 years. Money that Kintu was supposed to pay for this old man disappeared. Money for full 2 years. Nowhere to be seen. And in the video that he made today that he's trying to clear his name, he actually talked about that money, but he did not tell us where did he put the money. He did not. You know, he dodged that answer. He did not tell us where he put the money. Probably the money has gone to onto his construction. You know, but this old man has been suffering in a very cold place for 2 years. And this man is eating that money. So what Kintu failed to do to this old man in 2 years, the mwango was able to do it in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Not even 30 minutes. It was less than 30 minutes. You know, when they started looking for the house to accommodate this old man, it did not even take 30 minutes. But Kintu took 2 years. 2 good years. And even up to the time we are talking right now, we are having the live stream, he has still failed to get, you know, to get a house for this old man. Yes, he must have built it with his house. Used this money to build his house. Because that was the time when Kintu was constructing. It is actually very, very sad. You know? Kintu, you could take care of your own father. Shame on you, loser, scammer. Exactly. You know? It is actually unbelievable what some individuals can do outside there. You know? Guinness Hayes, greetings and thank you so much for joining. So, Kintu now realizes that he has been exposed outside there to actually to the world to see what he was able to do to this old man. You know, all the 2 years that he was able to scam this old man, his money that people have sent to help this old man so that his life can actually change. You can imagine the so-called the lion or Masubo was saying the mattress that old man is sleeping on was bought by Masubo. Somebody sent for the so-called the lion money to buy for that old man a mattress and a bed. You know? Now, if you ask yourself, the only thing this so-called Kintu was able to do to this old man was actually to buy for him a chair. Only a chair. In 2 years, a chair. You know? Only a chair. In 2 years. Is that really being fair to this old man? 2 years. What he has been in position to do to this old man is only to buy a chair, a seat. A seat that is less than, actually it is even less than 20, if not 20, less than $20. $20 or $10. That is what the fisherman was able to do to Misuse Joseph. In 2 years. 2 years. The clothes that he bought for this old man 2 years ago, those are the very clothes that this old man is still putting on 2 years ago. You know? But what about all this money that was sent for this man? You know? The sister is saying they don't eat donation money, yet she plotted for Kenya shilling 1 million for bail. You know? Exactly. You know? So you can imagine. You can imagine. And these are the individuals who used to come out and, you know, trying to spoil the names of Ayamarwa. Calling him all sorts of names. Now you can easily now see where the real scammers are. You know? These are people who don't wish well to the people in this community. Because if Kintu wishes well for this old man, he would not actually be doing all these things to this old man. 2 years. Money for 2 years disappeared. Nowhere to be seen. And you see, the good thing, he was the one even who came out on camera saying he was given money to pay for rent for 2 years, 2 good years. He's the one who said it. You know, Lex Shakivu, greetings to you and thank you so much for joining. Greetings, David. This boy would never have peace in his life. Exactly. You know, money for an old man, Kintu was able to swindle it like never before. And we have never seen anything good that he has actually done to this old man. The mattress was bought by a different person. The bed was bought by the different person. The question we are asking, this old man was able to sleep in a very dilapidated place for 2 years. So where is the money that was sent to him for this old man to be shifted the good place? Where is the money? The big question. Where is the money? Greetings to you, Matthew Thompson. Greetings, thank you so much for joining. You know, where is the money? Embezzlement should be added to his long list of crime caught again on Monday. You know, you cannot do that. You cannot. You know, you cannot do such a thing. It's unbelievable. Kintu, you have been exposed. You scammer, it will never be. You know, let me read that from Sheila. Kintu, you have been exposed. You scam will be never be well with foolish Kintu. You know, you cannot do that. You eat money for an old man and you are happy about it, you know. And now when he was exposed, the way he was able to rush there. And you see, the way he was talking in his video, that he does not actually even know the person who have rented for this old man that house. You know, he is pretending that he does not know. You know, Lois says, greetings to you and thank you so much for joining. He has been pretending that he actually does not know the person who was able to rent this house for that old man, Mr. Joseph. You know? Hello, David. I'm late. No, we are just in 30 minutes. We are still continuing our discussion of today. You're most welcome, Elena. Lidna, big up to you and much respect. And thank you so much for joining the live stream of today. And happy Sunday to you and happy Sunday to your family. Thank you so much for joining. Eloise Hayes, greetings. And thank you so much, my good people, for being in this live stream today. We are actually discussing, you know, what Kintu has been in position to do to this old man. An old man who has actually, you know, right now he does not have energy to work. And he only rely on people, you know, to actually push his life. And what Kintu is doing is only eating the money that has been sent to this old man to make a change in his own in his life. What we are discussing today, money was sent to Kintu to pay for the rent for this old man for 2 years. 2 good years. And in 2 years, Kintu was saying that he had failed to get a house for this old man. 2 years. And congrats, Dad, Andy Mwango and David Jr., they were able to get a house for this old man in less than 20 minutes. And for Kintu was saying he has failed to get a good room. Less than 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And Kintu in 2 years, he failed to get a good house for this old man. Is that being fair? Is that being fair, really? And on top of that, he has been telling this old man to go and take breakfast at his own home. You know? Is that really okay? You know? It's not right. It is not right. And this should be condemned. Let me read this message. He made sure that the guy knows his home. And since he is taking alcohol, it's easy for the Misuse to say anything because he knows he will be given something for alcohol. Exactly. You know? Exactly. Exactly. A great Juma, greetings to you. You know, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate. You know, so this old man has to go all the way up to Kintu's place to go and take breakfast. Is that really being good? You know, is that really being fair? And yet money was given to this old man. He was supposed to pay for this old man money for breakfast, money for lunch, and money for supper. Now this old man he has been portioned to pay for this old man only money, only to eat once in a day. Once in a day. You know? And yet money was paid for 3 meals. Is that being fair? Is that the person people are calling is a good person? You know? The level of manipulation this kid was being in position to do to this old man is actually alarming. It's alarming. Big up to you, Diana Charles, and thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate. Big up to you. Much respect. You know, it's alarming. Money for 2 years for the house, nowhere to be seen, and he had failed to get for this old man a house in 2 years, and now the mwango and the brother and the father was able to get for this old man a house in less than 20 minutes. Who is fooling the other? Don't you see how the fisherman is fooling, you know, the people who are funding this old man? And now after he has come out to try to look relevant again, that is helping this old man, you know, after everything being tried to organize for this old man, you know, respectively, the Mwangu and other people, they did not film where this old man was staying. They did not, you know, they did not film where this old man, where they have rented for this old man. They respected him not to show where he's going to stay. Kid went and filmed where they have rented for this old man, you know, and he was claiming that he didn't know the person who rented his house. You know, the Mwangu was able to rent for this old man a 2-bedroom house. 2-bedroom house. You know, even probably cheaper than the money that was given to Kintu. You can imagine. It is unbecoming. And then some of us, when you come here to talk about this kind of issues, they want to call us names. They want to say that we want to cut off the support they have been getting from this old man. It is not right. And the sister of Kintu has come out and she has started calling, you know, the family of the Mwangu all sorts of names, trying to crucify them for coming out to help this old man. But in 2 years, they have been in position to do nothing to this old man. Completely nothing. Completely nothing. You know? And what they failed to do in 2 years, the Mwangu and the family, they were able to do it in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. You can imagine. 20 minutes. And now those are that's the family. This individual called, they are so bad. You know? That they are so bad. They don't care about the villagers. They don't care about anybody. And yet they have been in position to do all this in 20 minutes. You know? 20 minutes. That is not actually right. It is not right. And we condemn this type of behavior, that it should stop. You know, when money has been sent to help our people in the community, let the money reach to the people in the community, not individuals swindling money. And then when they're called upon to come and, you know, bring accountability, they actually don't know even where to start from. You know, it is not right. It is not right. What Kintu actually did was very, very bad. Tomorrow, Mara should be strong to report the evil in this guy. His video should be reported, especially where he is, you know, talking lies. You know, actually the court is tomorrow. Is it? The court is tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. The court is tomorrow. And the reason why I did not play that clip on Dr. Wewe for you people to watch, it is because that video had already sent it to the travel commando as, you know, for evidence. No, I forwarded it for evidence. And again, I could not come here to start, you know, playing that video, all of that video. So bear with me that sometimes we need to understand some of the things. So the truth is, what Kintu was able to do was actually very, very bad. Where this old man was staying is alarming. It is actually alarming. You know, an old man of that age is staying in a place, a dilapidated place, a place where water can just enter. You know, he used the vulnerable to line his greedy pocket. Very true. You know, it is unbecoming. And me, I really don't think this called Kintu is going to change in his kind of behavior. Dorothy Kasi, hello, greetings, and thank you so much for joining. You know, it is not right. It is not right. It is not right. Oh, okay, I'm not aware of the charge Kintu will face in the court tomorrow, but perhaps they cannot include any new case. You know? So, but we are waiting for what's going to happen. But the truth is, people should stop behaving in this kind of manner. How can you actually eat money for such an old man? You know? How? How can you do that? It is not right. And it's unbelievable. And you can imagine the so-called the negative individuals. They are not coming out to talk about this kind of things. They are not coming out to condemn this kind of behavior. They are just only keeping quiet, and they want to wait for stories and pointing fingers towards the travel commando, which is actually not good at all. When this family is trying to do something to change the life of our people in the community, they are still raising their fingers, pointing and talking all kind of trash against them. But when this kind of individual like Kintu coming out to eat money for the vulnerable people, you know, they are not pointing fingers and they're just keeping quiet to let him enjoy the money for the vulnerable people. This is not actually right and should be condemned, and this type of behavior should actually stop. It is not right. And I want to repeat very, very strongly that it is not right. But it can be back up because he demanded Mara to account for donation money to Brian. So it's a good backup, you know? Yes, this is not right, you know? Thank you so much, Elena, Litna. Thank you so much for the big donation. I really do appreciate. So, you can imagine a man who wanted to go to carry out, you know, to carry out accountability at the construction of Brian is actually a culprit. You can imagine. He is a serious culprit who now we have been in position to grab in a very, very open, broad daylight. This time around, we have got him broad daylight. A very serious scam. And there is no way now he can dodge this. We have been in position to expose him completely, and also, you can imagine what he has been in position to do to Moses Joseph. It is unbelievable. You know, who will hold Kintu accountable? That's now the big question, you know. But also, by us exposing him out, the people who have been sending him money to actually support this old man, they will start thinking twice. They will start thinking twice. Because now actually they know who the fisherman is. They now know what is capable of doing. That is not a person, you know, whom people can be trusted to trust. You cannot trust a person who is having that type of behavior. You cannot, you know. But you see, when we keep quiet, he is going to continue doing the same thing. Kintu is very good in doing daylight robbery, you know, for sure. You can imagine a man who can do such a thing without fear, you know. And he could be visiting this man, this old man, almost, if he has missed in 2 days, he would have visited this old man. And he used to pass there. Tumba Kabuya, yes, greetings and thank you so much for joining. And you can imagine he could go and see where that old man is sleeping, you know, and he was able to eat that old man's money. You can imagine. No shame, completely no shame. He get used to it. He think that it's going to continue the same thing over and over. You know, you can imagine. You know, of course, tomorrow we will hear all the Fulari Gintu team will talk about the court case. We shall be there. We shall be very, very keen in following what is going to happen tomorrow in the courts. But what this man is actually doing in this community, it is unbelievable, and this kind of behavior should actually stop. It is not a good thing. David, don't you know when Kintu starts advocating for something against Marwa, just watch, he is into that crime just to deceive people. You know, you can imagine. You know, even the money for bail, I can assure you the money for bail. Yes, hello, Mama Gladys, greetings and thank you so much for joining. You know, you can imagine was able to fool people. His own sister was telling people that they want 1,000 US dollar to release Kintu. And you know, what we got, that they were actually asking for 50,000 US dollars. And the message of 50,000 US dollars, I actually got that from the person who was in the courts. I mean, 50,000 Kenya shillings, not 50,000 US dollars, 50,000 Kenya shillings. That was the money that was asked from the court. But again, now the information that is coming, that they asked them for only 30,000 Kenya shillings. But his sister was asking for 1,000 US dollars, equivalent to 100,000 Kenya shillings. So you can now see that all these people in their family, they are actually scammers. The fisherman is a scammer. The sister is a serious scammer. And they are happy with what they are doing. Andrew, big up and greetings to you. They are very, very much happy with actually what they are doing. And they don't know that what they are doing is actually very, very wrong. How can you eat money for this old man? How? For God's sake. How can you reach that level? You know? He's making videos on YouTube acting street smart shame. Yes, greetings to you, Jacqueline. It is not right. And we continuously condemn this type of behavior, that you cannot eat money for this old man and you think you are going to, you know, to succeed with it. You know? It is not right. It is not right. Scam are so bad right now. Eh? It is not right. It is not actually right for Kintu to do what he has done to this old man. Leaving this old man to sleep in a place where water can easily enter in the house. The place is smelling, and yet he was given money to look for this old man for a house. And the money that was given to him was to pay the house for 2 good years. 2 good years. And he left this old man to sleep in a very dilapidated place for 2 good years. And the mwango and the father and David Jr., they were able to look for a house in less than 20 minutes. And they got the house, and they were able to shift this old man to a better house. You know, to a better house. You can imagine. You can imagine. Getting arrested in this community is a business. It is actually a serious business. You know, it's a serious business. You know, so now when they arrest them, they take this as an opportunity to make money from their so-called supporters. You know, so this is the reason why Kintu has been repeatedly committing this kind of things, so that when they arrest him, they take him to police custody. These people, the so-called donors, raise money to bail him out, and he tells them a very different figure. You can imagine if the money that they were asking was 100,000 Kenya shillings, and then the money that was paid was actually 30,000 Kenya shillings. You tell me, 70,000 Kenya shilling was pocketed by the so-called the fisherman and his sister. You know, you can imagine. This is not right. And when the travel command is trying to do something to change the narrative in the village, this is a very individual following the travel command. You know, you can imagine. The bail is 30,000 Kenya shillings, but somebody is asking for 100,000 Kenya shillings. 100,000 Kenya shillings. You can imagine. 100,000 Kenya shillings. So now these boys in this village, they don't fear going to bail. They don't. They don't fear going to bail. I mean, they don't fear going to police custody because they know they are going to make a lot of money out of it. You know, that's a lot of money. 1,000, 100,000 Kenya shilling is equivalent to 1,000 US dollars. I was wondering why only when he's arrested is 1,000 USD, and when the man who beat his family, the bail was only 30,000 for 3 of them. You can imagine. 30,000 for only 3 people. But for the fisherman, he was asking for 1,000 US dollars, equivalent to 100,000 Kenya shillings. Now you can really see how some of these individuals are playing smart. You know, a dollar is 1,250 to 1,225, Kenya shillings. Now you can imagine that is the money they want to eat free of charge. Free of charge. It's the reason why these individuals, they don't fear to go to the police custody. Because they know that there are individuals, there are people outside there, they are going to raise finances to actually bail them. And after bailing them, they will come and enjoy themselves. Let me tell you, when the fisherman came back, when he came back from the police custody, he was actually able to start working on his G-Castle, designing the ceiling and designing everywhere of his house. You come from the police custody and you start designing your house. He got money from where immediately like that? This kind of behavior should actually stop. Let me tell you, people are working so hard. Hello, David. I'm a new subscriber. Thank you so much for joining, and much respect. Big up to you. Thank you so much, and you're most welcome to our big family here. Thank you so much. And please, if you're outside there and you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe, and also remember to like the live stream so that we keep on moving together. So you can imagine the man came out from the police custody. The next day, he started working on his G-Castle. So you want to tell me that this man, he went to the police station, to the police to make money now. He made money to come and work on his G-Castle. Don't be surprised that tomorrow again, he is going to come out with a story that they need some money at the police station. Don't be surprised. Being in a custody, he still can make money. It's unbelievable. Exactly, that's what he's doing. That is what he's doing. When he's at the police custody, he's making more money. So actually, for him being arrested, it's a good thing for him. Because at the end of the day, he will make some money to come out and enjoying himself. You can imagine. It is really, really, really unbelievable. Thank you guys for the warm welcome. Yes, you're most welcome to the family. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. So, it is unbelievable what the youth in this community are actually doing. They actually don't fear going to the police custody because it's a business. You know, it's a business. You know, it's a serious business that actually somebody can go to the police custody and ask people to raise. But now, how sure are you it was only 1,000 US dollars that was only raised? You know, you think it's only that money? Probably some other more money was raised for him. You know, because they will not come out and say, now you people, you stop sending the money. The money that was sent is not enough. They will not come out and say that. They will just keep quiet, and money will, you know, they will keep on sending the money. By the end of the day, the money is coming out when the money people have sent for him maybe is like 2,000 US dollars. It's even possible 3,000 US dollars, because he will not be in position to come out to declare that out. He will not. He will just keep quiet because it is opportunity to make money. You can imagine, you know. You think those guys can come out and say, you people now don't send the money, we have already got the money? You think he can come out to say that? He cannot. So people will keep on sending him money. Don't be surprised but that the man has made even like 4,000 US dollars in that short time that he was in police custody. That is why when he came out, he was able to start working on his house, the ceiling of his G castle, very, very fast. You know? And this day is the way his sister is very, very arrogant. A very, very arrogant woman. I even don't know who is going to marry such a woman. You know? A woman who talks like a typewriter. You know? Trying to forge an accent. Very, very bad. You know? The way she talks these days. Like she has, you know, she's on top of everything. You know? The sister, the character of Kintu is the same character of the sister. Same type of behavior. Very shameful. Very, very shameful. You know? Very, very shameful. I have never seen a family where people behave like that. You know? A family that actually individuals don't fear going to the police custody. A family that scamming is part of their work. Let us take this opportunity to welcome Judy Moyo. Judy Moyo, thank you for joining. You know, though you have got us when you have moved a bit far. Yes, but thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate. So, these individuals, they have made now a police station. They don't mind actually going to the police station. They don't mind. Even tomorrow, if they're to tell him that he's going to remain there, that is still business. They don't care. They don't actually care. You know? What they care, how can they make money out of it? Any situation that happened to them, they use this as an opportunity to make money. Which is actually, it's unbelievable. You know? Unbelievable. That a person can accept to go to the police station willingly. You can imagine that the day he was arrested, he told those policemen that, let us go. Let us go. There is no problem. Let us go. You can imagine. Because he knows at the end of the day, he's going to be getting some money out of it. You know? But the day his subscribers are going to wake up and they arrest him and they put him in the police custody and they say, this time around, we are not going to bail you out. You know? We are not going to bail you out. Sort out yourself. Let me tell you, that is a day he is going to start selling land. And very, very soon, it is going to happen. Very, very soon. Very, very soon it's going to happen. Because what he has been doing in the dark is actually not coming into light. You cannot hide forever. That's the truth. You cannot hide forever. Whether you like it or not, you cannot. You know? The way he has been in position to manipulate people outside there, now things are coming to be very, very clear. You know? And we are sure that with the time, he's going to face it rough. Very, very rough. You know? He's going to face it. He has been in position to manipulate people for quite a long period of time. And now the truth is starting to come out. How he has been in position to scam people money. How he has been in position to misuse the opportunity that people have been in position to give to him. You know? It is unbelievable what this man is actually doing. It is not right. And it should actually stop. True David Kama will catch up with him. Yes, very, very soon. It will catch up with him. You know? It will catch up with him. It will catch up with him. You cannot eat this old man's money and you think you'll just go with it like that. No. No way. No way. Something is going to happen very, very soon to the fisherman. And I hope he does not regret it. You know? No, David, they shouldn't wake up, lazy gang subs. Kindly keep sending your money. Your boys need money for... Hey. So they should keep on sending them the money. Let them keep on giving them. Okay. Yes, but I don't like those children at all. Their manners are rude. Exactly. You know? Their behavior is the same. You know? It's the same. And you can now imagine that, yes, hello, Janet Harry, thank you so much for joining. And big up to you and much respect. Thank you so much for joining. Much respect to you. Now, you can imagine, as he was very busy that he is going to do accountability at the construction, you know, at Brian Place, himself, he was very busy scamming. You know? How can you go and do accountability for the money that you did not even contribute a single coin? If you want to see that there are individuals actually who don't have shame in their lives, you know, they should speak on behalf of the old man for elder abuse, you know, and file, you know. You can imagine. Hood 7 born, greetings to you. You know, that is going to, you know, is going to seek accountability for the money that he did not even contribute even a single coin. You can imagine such kind of behavior. You know? Going to disturb the travel commando and his team. And by the way, big up to the travel commando and the team. They are actually doing great. Very great. And I can show you maybe probably by tomorrow the roof. Maybe they will be roofing their house. The house is moving so well. You know? They are actually doing so well. And things are moving in a very, very straight manner. You know? And you see, when they have just started constructing that house, I thought it was a smaller house. But my friend, the house, you know, can I call it a bungalow? You know, for us here, we call a bungalow like a big house. You know? A big house. That house is actually very, very big. And I can now see that old woman, she has actually started smiling. And for the first time in her life, she is now having hope. And now, you know, her life is actually changing. She's smiling. And you really now see hope in her eyes. You know, you really see hopes in her eyes. And the fisherman and his team wanted actually to make this project not to continue. Which is actually not good at all. You know? They're trying to help this old woman whose life has been really very, very miserable. When you look at the compound of this old man, actually the day the mwango visited that construction site, you know, the travel commando was actually able to show, you know, where that old woman, her portion stops. You can imagine that home, the way you see it, in the middle, you know, there is where that old woman is not supposed to cross. That this is her side and the other side is for another part. You can imagine that type of life. That old woman was actually, you know, she was really, her condition was alarming. Things were not moving well on her side, you know. And, you know, help really came at the right time. And I can assure you that that old woman, her life is not going to remain the same. Big up to the travel commando and all our good people who have been in position to help to ensure that that project moves very, very well, and it is going to move very smoothly until the end of that project. Big up to all our good people and much respect to all of you who have been in position to support the move, that project up to where it has reached, and much respect. Big up, big up, big up every time. The travel commando has been proven that he is a person who can actually do a project, and a project that will move very smoothly until the end. And now we are seeing how things are moving. He was able to build it within, is it 6 days? 6 days, the house is almost being roofed. I am underscore Jim, big up to you. The house is almost being roofed. Things are moving well. Mayuguno did not disappoint. Mayuguno did not disappoint. Let me read that from Jidimoyo. Let me read that. Yes. I'm trying to look for that. Mayuguno did not disappoint. Yeah. How did I miss it? Yes. How did I miss that? From Judy Moyo. Nice Buddha, also the best. Exactly. Yes, yes. Mayuguno did not disappoint us again. Exactly. Mayuguno is all on point always, Is always on point. What did I do that again? Actually, I pressed something wrongly, and I don't know what I've deleted. I pressed something wrongly because I wanted to read a message, and I pressed something wrongly. Message deleted by David Omaje, view delete message. Sorry. Let me try to bring that back. Let me try bringing that back. But sorry, please. Yes, I think it is back. Yes, it is back already. Why do they have such dark rooms? Their eyes look so worn out. Yes, that was a message from Osaro Grace. Yes, that are the pressed wrongly, but it is now back. We can see it. Thank you so much, Osaro Grace, and big up to you. Much respect and thank you. Mayuguno and Nico Buddha, good guys. Exactly. They are really doing a very, very good job, and really appreciate the hard work that they're actually doing. Others are going there looking like bosses, forgetting about where they have come from. Exactly. Cecilia, big up to you and thank you so much for joining. Ezela, Kinto and Percy should have been husband and wife. But for sure, if they are to marry, what type of children were they going to produce? What type of children were they really going to produce? Probably they were going to produce children that are really going to disturb the village like never before. Sometimes also God has a reason why certain things does not go on that direction. Yes, Mayuguno, Nico Buddha, and Kennedy, the remedy, start a construction company. Should start a construction company. And by the way, they can make it because these boys are actually, they are very, very much determined in whatever things they do. And I can assure you, if that's to start up a construction company, they will actually succeed. Very big observation. You actually hit the point. Elena Lidna, you have really, really hit the point. And I can assure you they can be in position to do well. Yes, they would produce Mini, Kintu, and the sister time 2. And the sister time 2, exactly. Yes, so things are actually moving so well. And I can assure you the Travel Commando and his team, they are actually doing a very, very good job. And very, very soon, we are going to be in position to see a very much complete building. And the old mama will be in position to smile again. And much respect to the Travel Commando and all our good people who have been in position to actually to ensure that all is moving well. The elephant has built Mabati House Mokun. Sana, you have made my day. Yes, so actually things are actually moving so well, and we pray that let that construction continue and all things move in a very, very clear direction. We pray for God to actually give the Travel Commando the energy and also the wisdom, the knowledge to continue with this project, very smoothly And we pray also for our people outside there who are actually ensuring that this construction move in a very, very smoothly way. Gutu would have been a Brian website if he did not betray Mayugno. Exactly. Hey, David, we are here in Tax and Seiko preparing for hurricane. Okay, wish you all the best and please take care of yourself. We continuously pray for you that all things actually, move on very well. Thank you so much, Ezela, and much respect and big up to you, and thank you. Thank you a million times for your big support to this platform, and I really do appreciate my good people outside there. And I would really want to send a very, very special greetings to all of you, my good people, who have been in position to turn up to watch this video. And I would really also want to take this opportunity to thank you, Elena Lidna, for the big donation in our live stream today. Thank you so much. Otaro greetings to you and thank you so much. Dimoyo, big up to you and thank you so much. Oshilo Chaka, thank you so much for always being here, and I really do appreciate you. Ezela, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Sana, big up to you and thank you so much for always turning up to watch my live videos and live stream. And thank you so much for the support always. Janet Harry, thank you so much. Much respect and greetings to you. Thank you a million times. And thank you so much for always being here. I really do appreciate. I am underscore Jim, big up to you. Thank you a million times and thank you so much for being here. Unforgettable, big up to you and thank you so much. Dimoyo, big up, thank you so much for being here. I am underscore Jim, big up to you, thank you. Lake Shak Lakivu, big up to you and thank you. Thank you a million times for always being here, and I really, really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Eloise Hayes, big up and much respect to you. Please double tap on the screen to like the video. And I really, really appreciate you. Sana, big up to you. Sheila Shaka, greetings. Ezela, big up to you. Cecilia, big up to you and thank you so much for being here. Judy Moyo, my respect and thank you so much for being here always, and I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Elena Lidna, much respect and thank you so much. Agnes Mwaniki, thank you so much and thank you so much for always being here, and I really, really do appreciate your big support to this platform. And thank you a million times. Woodborn, Wood 7 born, thank you a million times. Tumba Kabuya, big up to you and thank you so much for being here. I really, really do appreciate. Big up to you and thank you a million times. Thank you and thank you and thank you so much. Jidmoyo, big up to you. Wood, yes. Sana, big up to you. Anthony Mulama, big up to you and thank you so much for being here, and I really, really do appreciate you. Thank you a million times, and please, if I have not mentioned your name and you are still here on the live stream, please comment so that I can give you a shout out. Monica Matheka, big up and much respect to you. Let me read your comment. Mayugono is a good guy, and how I wish his house can also be completed soon. He has a good heart. Exactly. Thank you so much, my good people. I would really want to take this opportunity as we are going towards ending this live stream. Yes, greeting, Emori, greetings to you. Thank you so much for being here, and I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much, Emori. Big up to you and much respect. Thank you so much. Mwaz Moise, greetings to you, and thank you so much. Marcia Thompson, greetings to you, and thank you so much. Jacqueline, Jacqueline, greetings and thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Janet Harry, thank you so much and big up to you. Thank you a million times and thank you so much for always being here. And I really, really do appreciate. Winnie Ball, I know Winnie Ball is here. Winnie Ball, big up to you and thank you. Thank you a million times and thank you so much for being here, Winnie Ball. Big up to you and much respect. Thank you a million times. I am underscore Macmillan, big up to you. Emeka, big up to you. And everybody who always keep on supporting this platform. And I really, really do appreciate you. Real change. Big up to you. And thank you so much for being here. And I really, really do appreciate your big support to this platform. And please, Tumba Kabuya, much respect and thank you. Emori, greetings and thank you. Thank you a million times for being here. And I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Thank you so much, my good people, for always turning up to watch my videos. And I really do appreciate. Wait for the opening day. They will float there. Mayugono mentioned that tomorrow, the other day, they must be feeling a certain way Bobby, thank you so much for being here, and big up to you, and thank you so much. Much respect, and thank you so much. Eloise Hayes, greetings to you, and thank you so much, my good people. As we move towards ending this live stream, I would really want to say that happy weekend to you. Yes, Matthew Thompson, big up to you, and thank you so much for being here. And I really do appreciate. Unforgettable, big up and keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much, my good people. And I really want to say happy weekend to all of you. And I also say that I would really want to wish all of you a happy new week. You know, that is actually starting tomorrow. Actually, we have already started a new week. Big up to you and much respect. Let's meet again in our next video tomorrow. My respect to you and all. You know, thank you so much. You know, send some people to Agnes Monica. Yes, it is going to send some people to ICU. Yes, big up to you, all of you. And thank you so much. Let's meet again in our video tomorrow. Much respect and thank you a million times, my good people, for actually turning up to watch this live stream. And I really do appreciate you and thank you a million times. Yes, Maria_R, big up to you and thank you so much for being here. And I really do appreciate your big support. Please double tap on the screen to like the video. And thank you so much, my good people. Happy week and happy weekend, you know, and thank you so much. Let's meet again in our live stream, in our video tomorrow. God bless all of you, and may God bless the work of your hands. Thank you so much, Elena Lidna, for the big donation. Thank you. Bye for now. Let's meet again tomorrow. God bless all of you, and God bless the work of your hands, and may God protect your family. And thank you a million times. Let's meet again when we meet tomorrow. God bless all of you. See you again tomorrow. God bless all of you.